Podcast. My name is Walter Murillo, and I'm hanging out with two of my best millionaire friends, Michael Shine. What is your phrase?
Passive income from passive income.
Mitch Shorsky, how do we do it? How do we get that massive income from passive income?
We were just talking about it before we went live. You got to organize and you got to collect.
Hell yeah. Stock market's down, crypto market's down. What is the story?
You make me jealous with all that stuff because when I moved to Roatan, I didn't bring all my feng shui prop money. It's in a box somewhere in Rhode Island. So.
Mitch, that's because Mike, you just went and you zeroed life. What was it called? What's that like TV show on Netflix where they're just like, I don't want anything in my house anymore. I don't want to own anything.
Minimalist.
You went minimalist. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know I'm wrong with that.
Absolutely did. I had a suitcase and I was throwing t-shirts and shorts in it because obviously it's like 82 degrees every day here in Roatan. And at some
it's
point
only
I was
75 here in Florida every day. So.
Yeah, no, that's a weird thing.
There's a tropical storm going on right now in my neighborhood.
Same.
People come and visit and I'm thinking, wow, they're enjoying this weather. But recently, like Mitch was down here and he's from Florida. So it's not that big a deal. And right now we have Brenda's sister and she's from Georgia. So they're not enjoying the difference that you get from a Rhode Island visitor. But
yeah, it's a whole different story.
Yeah. But anyway, so
they don't appreciate it on the same level.
Right. So I had suitcase and then I had a bin to put down in the basement to store away. And I was on the phone and Brenda's like, you don't need any of this clothes. So I literally took half of my suitcase and threw it in this bin and threw it away. But I mean, put it down in the basement for storage. So I'm minimalist on clothes and also minimalist on all the prop money and the Bitcoin. And so I'm living vicariously through you holding those.
I still got my silver Bitcoin, which I just bought some Bitcoin today. Not as much as I would have liked. I don't feel like transferring funds into Coinbase and doing the purchase, but I had some funds sitting there. I said, you know what? Bitcoin's at 17,000. I am getting some.
Yeah.
So
it's funny. I have this deal that has nothing to do with crypto, but the way that the money goes to this Forex deal, you guys know about it, but is through you take Coinbase and you take fiat dollars, and then you have to convert them to USDT, and then you send that USDT to an ERC20 wallet. But because of the experience in Mitch's telling us about USDT, they had Mitch, they had some bad stuff happen to them.
No, T was fine. It was
not recently, but I'm saying in the past. Didn't Terra have?
You're thinking of Terra Luna. So like T is Tether. So
USDT Tether, but didn't Tether had an issue in the past, right?
Oh, there's always been rumors that it's not actually backed one-to-one.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks. So it's my plan to have it in USDT for like 30 seconds. So it's like you take the fiat dollars in Coinbase, you convert it to USDT, and then boom, it's gone. It's out to a wallet, and that's the end of it. So yeah.
Said with such confidence. I have such a hard time sending my tokens off to another wallet and be like, hey, send them back whenever.
No, I was nervous. Like it's set up in an account and I'm like, I had to wait a day. And then I'm like, where is it? Where is it? And then it gets there and you're like, oh, thank you, God. Oh, thank you, crypto gods.
Yeah, it's been good. Which Mitch, we got some people out there who are trading NFTs for us, right? That still exists, that we still got that money?
We do. Technically, there's still a whole portfolio of NFTs.
Knows. I just learned something. I'd like a portal that I can look in and just be like, it still exists. Yeah. It's still real.
I'm going to look at it right now while you guys
just go to the wallet address and like go to OpenSea. I'm like, hey, these are all the NFTs we have.
Yeah, I have it.
What they're worth is a whole nother story. Yeah. Although I don't know if they actually got hit that bad.
NFTs, I have no idea, but I do know that there's other people calling for the real estate crash coming in 2025. So I've been saying
2025. I got to wait that long.
That's for the bottom. That's just the bottom of the market. You can still make money on the downside. You can obviously make more money on the upside, but it takes a while to close. Like, think about this. I was looking at the charts. Yeah. It's 2 years since the spike started, right? So it's, since this like dramatic spike started, and it's still, way up and to the right, like tilted. So even if it took 2 to 3 years to drop, that wouldn't be unrealistic. Like, it's not like the stock market where everybody's going to decide to sell their house in March of 2024, right? It's not, they're all like, let's go sell everything. It's going to be.
Hey, Mitch, what's
like
that
2 or 3
website
years of
called?
people being like, I guess I can't get the price I want.
What's that website called, Mitch?
Which
The one that
website?
has our,
OpenSea.
is that what I thought it had a different address, but okay. I was just
No, you
looking
can
for
see
it.
everything when you look up that wallet address on OpenSea.
Okay.
So Mitch, 15,000 on Bitcoin. Is that a real possibility today?
I mean, I'm looking for 14. I don't know that. I don't even know if 15 is a possibility today. We'll see. I mean, we really just got, a big candle yesterday, and so far today's ugly. So, I mean, anytime we've gotten these sell-offs, usually it's a good 3, 4, 5 days of red candles. So we're only into the second one. So I'm actually hoping that that trend plays out again. Because if you look at our last 2 sell-offs, that's what happened. We got like 3, 4, 5 days straight of selling. I personally want it because I want to buy Bitcoin lower. Like, I'm going to at 16.5, I'm going to grab some. And then if we can get down to like 13.8, 14 is when I'm going to get aggressive.
I'm mathing. I
Yeah.
think it takes me like 3 days to get my funds into Coinbase.
3 days takes me like 5 or
Or it's
6.
like 7 days. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
No,
It's been a
you're
while.
talking about when to get it freed up. I mean, technically you can buy Bitcoin on Coinbase and then you just hold it there until it clears, and then you can send it to whatever wallet you want. Only bad part about that is Coinbase's transaction fees are a little steep.
I've been getting to the point where I'm just like, I don't want to remember passwords anymore. I don't want to remember all these these keys, and I'm just like, I'm good with holding in a Coinbase, and that's one less thing I have to think about. So I
listen,
shifted everything to Bitcoin. I said, look, I'm just
out of
gonna
any
hold this
exchange
and be done.
that shouldn't go under, Coinbase is probably in the top 3. But I mean, at this point, I guess anything can happen because no one expected FTX to get jammed up.
But FTX,
That's a crazy
Coinbase.
story. That FTX story was crazy because the guy from Binance just basically crushed it single-handedly by saying he was going to sell $2 billion worth of FTX, and then everybody panicked. So that's a
He
crazy
became
story,
Elon Musk for a day.
right?
Yeah,
What's his name
yeah.
again?
Yeah, what's his name?
The
Which one?
Binance guy? Yeah.
CZ?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
even
and,
trying to pronounce his actual name.
And he, like, I was just looking at Binance. Binance is only down 1% today. Everything else is down like 12, 18, 25%.
Binance was up yesterday originally on the news that they were acquiring FTX.
Right.
Here's the thing. I think the reason that there's uncertainty is that there's no binding agreement. They just basically, submitted, an offer letter essentially saying, hey, we're going to buy, but they still have to do due diligence. So they have every out possible.
Right.
It could, I mean, and like this stuff doesn't happen overnight. Like think about Elon buying Twitter. It's like, he's buying it. Nope, he's not buying it. Wait, he is buying it. Nope, he's not buying it. And then out of nowhere, it's like, he bought it. I was like, wait, what? I thought this deal was dead.
Sounds like a real estate deal, doesn't it?
Right,
Guys.
right.
My first deals back in like 08 were like, 2012 when I started buying multifamilies. It was like, it took me 10 months to close on my first one because they were short sales. Like, man, like, what is going on? Then it got foreclosed, then it got short sale, then it got foreclosed, and then it went to auction, and then I had to buy it back from the guy who bought it from the auction. I had to wait, for the financing from that. It was like insane. 10-month process to buy a piece of real estate. But great deal. My first time I made $150,000 in a day. So it was a cool opportunity. Speaking of the market, I said it earlier, we're calling a 15 to 20% peak to trough drop. So if you think about it, it takes 3 to 4 years to get there. Probably the prices are what they are today. Like, realistically, like what the price will be in 2025, 2026 is almost exactly what the prices are either today or last year, like 2021 prices. So, 4 years to get back to where we are today is not really that terrible, but it makes me think about real estate in a different way. Like, do I really want to be acquiring anything that doesn't cash flow? No. Because I'm holding it for 4 years for no reason.
Yeah.
Right? Cash flows, I don't care. I'm going to hold it for that time anyway, just for the cash flow.
Honestly, same holds true for crypto. I mean, like I just put it while we were talking earlier. I put an order for the Atom token, a little lower than where it is now. And that is a token. As soon as I acquire it, I will be staking it in my Kepler wallet for whatever yield I can get. I think like 12% or something. But the bottom line is like, I'm not buying a crypto that I can't earn yield on. Because I plan on holding anything I'm buying now and anything I've bought this year. I plan on holding basically until minimum summer of 2024.
Yeah, makes sense.
If it's not cash flowing, why do I want to have it?
The economy should be doing fine by then, right? That gives us 2-3 years to get out of this. Like the normal economy should be doing fine, but the real estate market will be down. So it's like
what we've been waiting for.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's been a long time coming.
Listen, people are talking about when we're going to see the bottom. I'm like, we still haven't even had we haven't even had a recession really yet, or we haven't had a bad economy. I'm like, employment's still strong. Everyone's still making money. Wages technically are going up. So, it's like we still have to wait for it to get bad.
I've been naturally stacking cash because of that. Like sort of things are coming out and getting into more stuff. I don't think I was aware of like cash flowing deals. Everything I used to buy was like
basically
appreciation and like I said, we never touched those bank accounts. The money would just sit in those accounts and we would never take the money because it was always just in case you needed a roof or whatever. But recently it's more stuff that's like short-term cash. And so that if we get to that point where the real estate market is down, we should all be in a great position to pick up those assets, the real estate assets at that time. That would be amazing. That I'm loving that.
That's what we're teaching, man. We're telling everybody like Alchemist Nation is not just a real estate business, real estate community. It's a wealth building community. So, when people are coming in, they're saying, okay, like, I want to buy more real estate right now. And it's like, dude, I'm not. Like, why would you want to buy more real estate right now?
Right.
We should look at this a little more cautiously and say, like, what makes sense? Cash flow. Why don't we buy cash flow? Not just
more real estate.
Yeah,
no.
I'm actually
you're buying cash flow.
Exactly. I'm buying cash flow and real estate. In fact,
that's really true.
I am like literally Mike shining it because like I'm manifesting a property that basically I want for 100,000 less than they're asking, and I don't think they're gonna be able to move it. And I feel like a couple months from now, it's gonna be mine at the price that I offered them.
That's us too. We have I guess prices in Holyoke are like 85 a door, and we're getting it for 53 a door.
Nice.
And it may actually go down from there because the seller is having some issues, so it might be less than that. And but I would say that I learned a lot from Ken Hoffman because I was always appreciation, and Ken was always looking for things for like cash flow. That's how we got into the car wash. Was just
cash flow.
I asked him how many units. Hey, Amy. I asked him how many units.
I'm getting kicked off my own podcast, guys.
Amy crashed the party. She's like, it's time to move on, Walter. You have at 12 o'clock and you're 5 minutes late.
I called and texted him. He didn't answer. So I was like, I just got to hop in.
That's what staff is for.
I saw everybody showing up in the waiting room.
This is awesome.
Calling me. I was
we
like,
got people coming in. Look at us.
I know what she wants. I know there's a meeting happening right now.
It was great to see you guys.
Yeah, massive income from passive income.
Yeah, Mitch.
Hell yeah.
How do we get there?
We organize and collect. That's exactly what Amy just did. She organized your presence.
Love the Alchemist Nation. This is awesome.
So we're on a mission to build 100 millionaires, aspire to build 100 millionaires. Like, share, subscribe. We will see you on the next one. Cheers to your success. You have a choice.
Always work with the best.
Peace.
Later, guys.
Cheers.